So guys, this is the practical session of it, right? So you can easily open your Chrome browser or on your PC. If you want to use it on your PC, if you want to do it on your phone, it's still the same process. Do you get it? So the portal, direct portal for the registration is passports.immigration.gov.ng. However, you can just type it into Google and type immigration portal directly, so it will still land you to the same page because they have old website. So this is the new one. So you want to click on this new first link here. So clicking on that will take you to this notice page here. It simply says that this is the passport application portal for applicants applying from within Nigeria. So if you're also outside of Nigeria, you can easily click on apply outside of Nigeria, but if you are inside of Nigeria, then you want to easily click on continue here, right? So clicking on continue will take you directly to this welcome page. Basically, this is their dashboard where you want to select everything you want to do. Like I've said before, now the registration will be in 3 different forms, right? The first one will be the registration. Normally the registration should not take nothing less than 7 to 10 minutes maximum, but you know, this is tutorial. I will have to do what, take a time to explain how it works one after the other, right? So now looking at this first option here, which says apply for fresh passport. So this option is available for those people who want to apply for the very first time, right? So now coming back to this one here, apply for correction of data. So if you've already do the wrong information, you've already input the wrong information before now, so you want to visit this page to correct your data. So now for the application status, this is where you'll be checking your application status and if you want to print out your receipts, which is very, very much important. I'm still going to be sharing with you the process. So coming back to this other side here, so if you want to renew your passport, you can make use of this one. Maybe in my future videos, I'm also going to be recording a special videos on this, right? So now here is where you can resume your application. Maybe during the process when you are doing it, your phone's run down, it's shut down, or you just abort it, attend to different things, you can easily come here and continue your registration. So here is where you can book your appointment. So this is always available when you are done with the initial registration, after you must have made your payment. We are still going to be coming back to this. So you see here, if you want to take a test for the passport, because when you are uploading, there are difficulties when you are uploading, which I'm also going to be sharing with you, because I'm going to be doing a live registration for a passport. So that will make it much more easier for you. So I'm also going to be showing you how you can easily bypass this step. Then lastly is this guy here, where you can check your availability available center that you can do your capturing, because everything is online now with this APU. So we're also going to be doing that, but before then, let's click on the check center availability. So here you want to stick on Nigeria because we are presently in Nigeria. So you want to come to this end and click on find appointment dates. So it will load here, it will load all the states in Nigeria, but you can easily filter it out by coming here. Then you want to do what, you want to click on this guy here and type your state. So for instance, let me say Ibadan, right, and search. So now this is available date for Ibadan, which is August 12th. August 12th, right? And today's date is I think maybe August 3, right? But this is not the actual, but they just predicted it. Okay, so you want to search for that, then you go back to your main page, right? So talking of the main page, so now we are going to be starting our passport registration afresh by clicking on apply for a fresh passport here. So I'm going to click on that now. So clicking on that will take you to this page where you want to input your NIN, your date of birth, and you want to select this captcha here. The way it's being written here, you are going to write it the same way on this passport and click on verify. So once you click on verify, it will load out your information and do what, and bring it out directly. What I will do here is to click on verify. So automatically it will load my data and bring my personal informations here, which is what you are seeing on the screen now. So if I'm to zoom out a little bit, you will see what I have. So after I zoom out, this is the original page of the whole thing, right? So this is what your information, this is what the information you should have on your what, on your NIN, right? So if this is not correct or you want to make any amendment, I'm going to be leaving you with the video under the description button of this tutorial where you can edit your name. Everything is online, where you can edit your name, you can edit your last your date of birth, you can also change your name, your phone number. So I'm going to be leaving it under the description button of this tutorial so you can also watch and learn. So that having been said, let me zoom in now, then click on confirm and continue. So now this is where you want to start filling in your informations, because there are 3 options to 4 options or 5 options, right? So here they update their website on a daily basis, right? So this is the first option here. After you must have done, it will take you to where you're going to be taking your photograph, your passport photograph. Then it will take you to the next page, which is your personal details, then your contact information, then your next of kin, and where you want to submit your document and make your payment. So we are going to be doing that one after the other, right? So to start with this, this is the type of citizenship you want to go for. So now this depends on your citizenship, right? If you have your birth certificate or your NPC certificate, which is your National Population Census certificate. I'm also going to be leaving it under the description button on how you can get your birth certificate with NPC for those who don't have their original birth certificates. I think this is just normal, but if you don't know your way around it, you can easily do what? Reach out to me. I'll help you get it within a jiffy. So I'm going to be selecting by birth, right? So then processing state simply means the state you want your passport to be processed. So I'm going to select Oyo State. Then it will take me to the processing office here, so which I'm going to be selecting Ibadan as my processing office. So you can click here, you can check here for your appointment availability date in Ibadan, right? I'm going to choose my booklet type. I'm going to be going for 32 pages because we have, if you select 64 pages, it's going to be much more expensive. The more the pages, the more expensive it is, right? So I'm going to be selecting the maximum duration for 32 pages is now 5 years. I think before now is 4 years, but these people always update their data. So I'm going to click on I hereby confirm. Once I check in this box, then I'll click on continue. So then before I click on continue, please make sure you save your reference number here. Should in case you close this app during the process, you can easily input your reference number elsewhere. Then you can proceed and start, instead of you starting all over. Where you stop at when you do it last, that is where the application will continue. So please do well to screenshot this and save it somewhere. After I must have saved that, so I'm going to click on continue here. So clicking on continue will takes me to the next page, which is the photograph page, right? So now there are instructions to this, right? So this is the correct one. You want to make sure that your face is straight, right, just like this, and not all these ones here. So for you to have access to do this directly, just click on upload photo here. Then let me try to zoom out. You can see here it brings out this. So here you can easily select your photograph. So once you select it, you want to click on browse and upload your images. You must have it on your phone before now, so you want to select it and it will automatically process it. So I'm going to upload my passport now and continue with the application. So guys, this is after I must have uploaded the image. This is what it should look like. You can if you have any issues regarding this aspect as well, you can also do well to reach out to me with the number displaying on your screen. All right, so I'm going to click on submit now so we can proceed to the next page, right? So you can see here it has already accepted our passport photograph. So the next thing I will do now is to continue, right? So now it's telling me that here is my reference number. So should in case of anything, so I should jot it down, which is what I'm going to be doing right here. I'll just click on confirm here, then I'll click on OK, so we can proceed, right? So now it has already taken me to the step 3 of this. Remember, I told you all the necessary steps. Now this is the step 3 where I have to input my personal information. So now the first one here, you want to change your title. If you are Mr., you change it to Mr. So some has already filled in there. The one that is with red star like this, that means it's always important. It's a must you change it. Anything you see that is having this red star is a must you fill in it. So with my NIN, some has already filled in. So the next thing I will just do is to come to change my marital status here, then change it to married, right? So then occupation here, occupation is not a must, right? So you can leave it and you can also fill it. So your email is a must, so I'm going to input my email. So once I input my email, then once you are done checking in, you want to review it again to make sure that all your informations are correct. So once you are done, then you want to click on continue again. So it will save this page and takes you to the next page. So you can see here, this is our contact information page, right, which is the 4th step. So you are going to fill in this at this point. Now let me just quickly explain, and I'm going to be filling in the necessary information, but I'm just going to explain this, and once I'm done explaining this stage, I'm going to fill in and click on next. So you see where we have this 4th step here. This is where you get to fill in your hometown or village, then your state of origin here, your mobile number here, then your residence where you are presently living, right? So then your state, that means that state is not your state of origin now, the state you are presently living, then the local government, the town, right? So that is it. Then if you are currently also, if you have 2 to 3 address, then you can also fill in the same address here. So I'm going to pause the video now, fill in the information so we can proceed. You can see now I'm done filling all my necessary information on my contact information right here. So the next thing I will do is just to scroll down, then continue. I'm going to click on continue. So it's going to load the page, then take us to the next page where we are going to finish our online registration. Like I've said, it's not taking time at all, so it's presently loading now. Let's see what we'll have. Is the 5th page that we are presently in now. So after we are done with this page, then you want to upload your necessary informations, then we make payment. So in a very quick one now, here, this is where we want to upload the details of our next of kin here, right? So you are going to input the name of your next of kin, then the relationship of your next of kin, right? If it is your brother, if it is your mother, anybody at all, then you want to select this. Okay, I'm done filling all my necessary information about my next of kin. So like I've instructed you, that is exactly what you're going to be doing, right? So once you're done, then you want to click on continue, right? Clicking on continue will load this page and takes you to the next page where you want to upload all your supporting documents. Now in this case, in some cases it might become an issue, but it's not an issue at all, because I'm going to be showing you how you can also do it easily without any stress at all. So now the first thing that was required here is what? Your birth certificate that is being issued by National Population Commission, which is NPC, or declaration of age by Federal State High Court or Customary Court of Appeal. So now they've slashed it into 2 for you. So now you can either use your birth certificate issued by your National Population Center. You can easily do this online. Like I've told you, you can just pause this video now, click under the description button of this video to watch the tutorial on how to get it, and I can also help you get it within a jiffy. So the second one is your local government certificate of indigenship, which is also called your local government your state of origin, right? Then the third one is if you are non-Nigerian. So this one is those people who are not a Nigerian citizen, so it's not a must you upload it, but you can see here this is just the 2 certificates that they needed for this application to be successful. You can in here, you can see the page where we have upload. That is the exact page where you are going to be uploading your document. So I'm going to look for mine now because I already have the certificate of my NPC, right? So I'm going to upload it with my local government certificate of indigenship. So I'm going to upload that and continue with the registry. So this is what your attestation look like and your NPC certificate from National Population Center. This is what it should look like here, and it is being issued online, or else you want to go to their office. Do you get it? To get it when you go to their office, or you get it online. This online is the most fast and the most easiest one, so you can get it within 5 minutes. It does not take time. So I'm going to click on submit now. So I've already uploaded the first one now. So the second one now is the local government certificate of indigenship. So if you don't have it, you can go to your local government to get it. So I'm going to upload mine shortly. Coming down to the second section where you have certificate of your indigenship. So this is my own confirmation of state of origin, right? So you can see it here. So looking at this, you can see it's very, very clear and bold. So I'm going to click on submit now. So once I click on submit, you can see here I can preview, then I can also delete and re-upload again. So once I'm done now, I'm going to do what? Scroll to the extreme edge. Let me zoom out. So you can see here we are at the final page. After this, then we go ahead to make payment. So I'm going to just come to the continue button here, then I'm going to click on continue to proceed to the last page. So it's presently loading now. After it loads, it's going to take us to where we are going to be making our payment. Then we continue the registration. So this is the final stage of our registration now, and this is where you get to do what? To check all what we have been doing since morning, which is called overview, right? So if there is any amendment you want to make, maybe you did a mistake when you are inputting this information, this is the right place you want to do it, right? So you can scroll to the very end and confirm if any of this information is not correct. So you can just go back, re-edit it before you proceed to make your payment, because we are going to be making a payment of 35,000 naira, which is what you are seeing here. The booklet fee is 35,000 naira. So if you know that what you inputted is correct, just scroll here, then check in this small box. This is the small box here. Check it in. Then you want to do what? You want to scroll to the extreme edge and click on confirm and pay now. So once you click on confirm and pay now, it will tell you that, are you sure that all what you want to do is correct? The information, everything on this page is correct. So you are going to click on OK. Clicking on OK will load the payment gateway. So it's going to tell you to choose your payment method, right? So we have different payment method here. So I'm going to choose the one that I can use with maybe transfer. So I normally use Paystack. I love Paystack. They are going to be charging us, I think, 1,400 naira for this service. So I'm going to click on the option to pay now, right? So after I click on that, it will regenerate and redirect me to what? To the Paystack gateway, in which where I'm going to be making my payment. It has come up perfectly. So I told you I'm going to be opting in for transfer. So I'm going to select the option for transfer here, so they can generate a account for me that I'm going to be making this payment with, right? So in a very short while now, I'm going to be transferring a sum of amount of this amount to this account that was generated for me now. I'm done making my payments now. So I'm waiting for this app to confirm my payment. So shortly you can see that my payment was awesome and it was confirmed within 30 seconds of making this transfer, right? So I think Paystack is going to generate my RRS receipt or my receipt, my normal receipt for me, so I'll be able to track the payment if anything goes wrong. So here I always advise you do what? You download your receipt and download the application, because you don't know what can happen So you will be able to use it as your what. You can see here we have payment successful. So this is the sum of amount we just paid now, 36,400 naira, which was with the charges. So the next thing here is to what? You firstly download your receipt. Like I've told you, for evidence you need to download your receipts. That's the first thing. After you download your receipts, you can also download the application if there's any must for you to do that. I think I've done downloading. This is my payment receipts now, and next thing here is to book your appointment date for your capturing, which is the most crucial part of this thing. I think that is done downloading there. So let me go back so we can book our appointment. So now this appointment is when you'll be available for capturing. They will take your fingerprint. Click on book appointment. So it will take me to a new tab where I will have to do what? I will have to book an appointment with immigration service with my preferred location or preferred state, right? So now before you can proceed in booking an appointment with Nigeria Immigration Service, they are going to ask you for your application ID, right? So you want to you want to input your application ID and your reference number. So let me input my reference number here first, then I will input my application ID. So I've already input my application ID and my reference number. How do you get your reference number or application ID? They are going to be sending you the both application ID and reference number on your Gmail account. So go there and check it and input it. Then you want to scroll here to click on next. So let me try to zoom in so you can see, right? So it has bring out all my reference number, the details of my application, including my phone number, processing states. In the initial registration process, I selected Oyo State as my preferred location. That is why you are seeing processing center as Ibadan. So now this is the appointment date here. This is the available slot that is available for the next appointment, right? So the next appointment starts from Monday, next week Monday, right? So you want to select the best one that suits for your availability date. So make sure you don't miss this appointment date because they must have been expecting you there. I've looked my schedule and I think by Monday on the 12th, which is next week Monday, I'll be available on this time. So after you select the appointment slot, then your availability time, what time do you want to come? Is it 12 p.m. or 2 o'clock in the afternoon? I would rather select 12 p.m. right? So after you must have select this, just scroll to this right hand side here. Then let me try to zoom out so you can see. So you are going to click on where we have this next button here to take you to the next page. So I'm going to click on next now, and you can see here that congratulations, your appointment booking is complete. So thank you for your patronage. Your appointment booking has been completed. So please, you need to do what? You need to print this appointment. You need to print this appointment booking slip. It's very, very important because that is what you are going to be taking there. So they can recognize that you've already applied for a passport online, that you are only there for biometric. So it's very, very important. So click on print appointment book, right? So it will take you to where you can download or screenshot this pic. So you can now take it to the cafe and print it directly. So it's as very simple as that. Now I've already downloaded my slip. This is my appointment slip now. So if they are to scan this QR code, it will show them that I have an appointment with them for that day, right? So it's as very simple as that. By this, we have come to the end of applying for your international passport online. So it's as very, very simple as that. So after you do your biometric now, you can now come to where we have application and status to check the status if it is ready for pickup, right? I think after you do your biometric, it should be available in the next 2 weeks, maximum 2 weeks, right? So it does not take time, and I hope you've gained value from watching today's tutorial. And for those of you who wanted to do your birth certificate, your birth attestation with MPC, I can help you with it, and I'm also going to be leaving you with this video on how you can do what, modify any information on your NIN, right? So thank you guys for watching this very video to the very end, and I will see you in my next tutorial.